Hi ladies, today we're going to be talking about my first month charting my cycle. If you don't know what charting is, today I'm going to tell you, and I'm also going to show you the two resources that really helped me to chart my cycle and learn more about my body this past month. The first is this book, Taking Charge of Your Fertility by Toni Weschler. This book is like the lady Bible. I mean, it's awesome. There's so much useful information in this book. It is mind-blowing. I am just trying to figure out how I lasted this long without knowing any of the stuff that was in this book. It's truly amazing stuff, and I really advise every woman to get it because, I mean, it's so much that we don't know about our bodies, ladies, that we need to know. Especially if you're trying to conceive and you're having problems and you just don't know what's going on. I guarantee you, after a couple months of charting, you'll be able to identify that problem and figure out how to solve it. This book is super duper helpful. So I just cannot say enough good things about this book. So this book right here was very helpful this past cycle. And also my basal body thermometer. You may not be able to see this. I'm recording in front of a window. But I just purchased this from Walmart. It was about $8 or so. So these were the key for me. Some ladies like to use Fertility Friend or other online resources that you can use to help you kind of learn about charting and get the hang of things and stuff like that. So this month I started charting on cycle day 13. You really should start on cycle day 1, but I had just purchased this book and I wasn't even gonna start charting my cycle until I'm on cycle day 3 now, so I'm into my June-July cycle. But anyways, so I wasn't even gonna start charting until now, but just after reading this book and just learning about all the information and just, I don't know, I was inspired. So I heard and I started to chart this cycle. So I started on cycle day 13. So I generally have about a 30 to 35 day cycle. Prior to this past cycle, May, June, my cycles were 31 days. And so I was expecting for this past cycle to be 31 days. So when I started charting on cycle day 13, I expected to get a temp rise, which indicates ovulation, on about cycle day 20. Well, cycle day 20 rolled around and I didn't have a temp rise. Cycle day 22 rolled around, no temp rise. 24, no temp rise. Days were just passing by, and my temperature was not rising. And ladies, I was getting so stressed out. I was freaking out on the inside. I was like,
is this going to be anovulatory? What's going on? Do I have a problem? Do I have PCOS? What's going on?
I was really freaking out. So finally, on cycle day 28, ladies, no, I'm sorry, cycle day 29, I got my temp rise, which confirmed that I had ovulated on cycle day 28. Because just a quick little rule of thumb, you always ovulate the day before the temp rise. So I did not ovulate until cycle day 28 this cycle, ladies. So I already knew that my cycle was going to exceed 31 days because I knew I would have a luteal phase of at least 10 days. And so basically what your luteal phase is the time from ovulation to your next period. And so generally, women have a luteal phase between 10 and 14 days. Anything less than 10 means you may have a progesterone issue. You can tell I've been reading. I just dropped all this knowledge so fast. But, yeah, anything less than the 10-day luteal phase can make it hard to become pregnant. Yeah. So, anyways, I knew that it would be at least 10 days until I started my next period, so I knew that my cycle was not gonna be 31 days. But if I hadn't been charting this cycle, ladies, I would have been freaking out because when cycle day 31 came and I wouldn't have had a period, I would have thought, But after cycle day 35, I would have been really freaking out, taking pregnancy tests like crazy, really going crazy. But I started my cycle on cycle day 41. I really don't know why my cycle was so weird this month. I don't know. It was kind of weird because the month that I started charting, I had an irregular cycle. Luckily, I knew what was going on, so I didn't panic, and I had the knowledge. And so that's why I really feel like it's so helpful, because if I hadn't been charting, ladies, honestly, I would have really thought something was wrong. I would have thought I had an anovulatory cycle, anything like that. So charting my cycle this past cycle really helped me to know that I am in fact ovulating, and it really helped me to realize that I ovulated late, so there was really no need to panic about not starting my cycle on cycle day 35 or so. Charting is so beneficial, ladies, if you're trying to conceive, if you're trying to avoid. It helps you to identify problems that may be going on in your cycle, help you to understand if you have been trying to conceive and not been successful, what's going on, helps you to time set your basal body temperature along with tracking your cervical mucus really helps you to time pregnancy. But that's a whole other thing in a whole other video, and maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about my first month charting. Kind of crazy, very long, but happy to know that I have a 12-day luteal phase, or at least that my luteal phase will be give or take 12 days, and that I do in fact ovulate, and I don't have progesterone issues. It helps you identify so much, ladies, because if your temperature stay high after you ovulate, that means your progesterone is good. If you kind of have erratic temperatures after ovulation, it'll help you to identify if you have a progesterone problem. I mean, it just really, you learn so much from charting, and I don't know where I've been. And I know some women get discouraged about waking up and taking their temperature, and I know some women don't get good sleep at night, but honestly, I try my best if you can, because I understand, ladies, I do. But if you can, I definitely would recommend doing it, because I think what you gain and what you learn from charting your cycles is just worth the hassle of just waking up and just popping it in your mouth. Like, literally, I keep mine right beside my pillow, set my alarm to 5:30, pop it in my mouth, take it. It was a pretty enlightening cycle, and I'm really excited, and I'm excited to continue to update you ladies with videos about my journey. We'll probably, I'm gonna make a separate video about that, but I just wanted to briefly touch on charting. Ladies, chart. If you have irregular cycles, chart. If you think you're not ovulating, just chart. Just do it at least a month before going to the doctor or anything like that, to give yourself peace of mind, because something you think is a problem couldn't be, or maybe it's something different, or maybe it's nothing at all. I mean, just kind of try to give charting a chance, at least for one cycle, especially if you're trying to conceive and not been successful, or just having weird things going on, or just if you're, like I said, trying to avoid. So many uses for charting. Also, please get this book. Get this book, ladies. Amazon, I got it for about $25, but worth every penny, ladies. Worth every penny. Charting is amazing. Learning your body is amazing. It's so empowering. You know, it takes the guesswork out of so many things, ladies. So please try to chart. And I'm going to leave you with that today. I will be back soon with another update on everything. And yeah, love you, ladies. Thanks for watching.